It's time for another garden update, so let's get out there and look around. This is that eggplant that I pruned pretty heavily in early August. It's got tons of fruit on it. Some of them are hanging down off the raised bed. And while we're here, look at those strawberries. In this raised bed, we also have some Midwest Onyx Candy peppers. Those are sweet with some heat. And we've got some Midwest Midnight Eclipse peppers. Those are lightly sweet with no heat. We have some other peppers here, some chives, some arugula, more peppers, and another eggplant over here. This is a Matoyo. Got a couple of eggplants on it. The green stalk planter is still going. We've got some cilantro here that's starting to bolt. That's okay. I have another grow bag full of cilantro that's a little later. Got some micro tomatoes ready to pick. She just picked a bunch of lettuce to make salads out of a couple of days ago. That blueberry's still doing great. Looking forward to seeing how it does next year. All of the peppers are doing great. There's that cilantro I was talking about in the grow bag. It's doing great. We've used some of that several times. More peppers over here. There's that rattlesnake pole bean cage. We've got tons of beans off that this year. We just canned several quarts not too long ago. There's more peppers. There's that mutant pepper. I picked a bunch of peppers off of it. And out of all the peppers that I got off of this one plant, I only got 27 seeds. I think it has trouble self-pollinating is the reason for that. We've got carrots here that need to be harvested. I've been waiting because I'm thinking about waiting for the first frost before I harvest, or at least. I haven't made up my mind yet. We usually have our first frost on average in late October. So we have less than a month to go probably. We've got some little micro tomatoes in this grow bag. Looks like we've got a bad eggplant down there on the bottom. I better get that cut off. That's a ping tongue right there. Still got tomatoes. The plants aren't looking that great. I pulled some out. Even got some tomatoes laying on the ground there. Now that the weather's starting to get cooler at night, getting a little more variegation on this tomato plant. For a long time, none of the plants showed any variegation at all. Now we're getting a little bit here and there. We'll have a few tomatoes in October. Not a whole bunch, but enough for us. Get in here among some of the peppers. There's the Midwest Chunky Sweet right there. And over here we have Mega Gold. Got some nice peppers on it. Some of them are starting to ripen now. So we'll be picking some of those. That's a jalapeno plant right there. It's got tons of peppers on it. We've got a smaller one I'll show you here in a second. Here's that smaller one in a pot. We just made some raspberry jalapeno pepper jelly a couple of days ago, and it really turned out great. Over here by the fence, this tomato cage is kind of leaning. This is a volunteer Sun Gold. Actually, it's an F3, I believe. This is a volunteer from a volunteer, I think. But anyway, it's doing great, and we're starting to get some tomatoes off of it now, while some of the rest of them are kind of pooping out. Over here by the fence is the Mexican sunflower. We've still got a few monarchs migrating through, and yesterday I saw 2 of them on this plant. Along with gardening, we've also been doing a little fishing. On this day, we were out at the lake and caught a few channel cat and had a good time just being out on the lake, away from everyone. And we were out there before the sun came up. Let us know how your garden's doing, or let us know how your fishing's been going. If you're just now finding this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.